When I was 12 years old, my family picked up and moved one city to the east, and while we were getting our Wi-Fi set up, the tech guy had my mom disable the computer's internet browser on the computer that my siblings and I all shared. And my mom forgot to turn it back on. And through a series of events, I became addicted to hardcore pornography. When my parents found out about it 3 months later, it was a 5-year on and off addiction that caused me an immense amount of pain. I was homeschooled growing up, and this story of addiction to pornography in a homeschooled home is not as isolated as you would think. And while pornography we acknowledge is a humongous problem that numerous people of all ages deal with, women deal with it, older guys deal with it, everyone deals with it. I specifically dealt with it in a community, a homeschool community, and a homeschool community who didn't think that it was a problem inside of its own community. And so I'm here to tell you today that homeschooled young men struggle with pornography just like everyone else, and it's actually a huge problem in the homeschool community. Pornography shapes your sexual template and how you think about women in general. It teaches you that violence is commonplace in sexual encounters, and that when a girl says no, she actually means yes. It teaches you that you can have instant gratification in the area of sexuality with a simple click of a button. And not only is that an unrealistic worldview to have, but it's also completely detrimental to almost every other action that you're going to take forthwith in your young adult or teen lifestyle. Learning that you can have instant gratification in the area of sexuality is extremely detrimental to your brain. But more than that, especially for guys in a homeschool community like myself, it teaches you that you're supposed to feel guilty about this sin. It gives you a culture of shame that you're enveloped in because you're afraid to talk to your parents about it. You're afraid to talk to other people about it because of the conservative nature of where you live. When I turned 16, I had a younger brother that was in the home that I loved immensely, and I was so racked by pain and guilt at what I had brought into the home that it caused me to pack a bag and jump out the second-story window. Porn literally drove a wedge into my family. And it doesn't stop there. It does the same for relationships, friendships, and marriages. It's not a respecter of persons. It drives a wedge into almost any relationship you can possibly think of. So, at the end of the day, I kind of given you this big problem that porn is a problem in the homeschool community, and there's so much more I want to say. But what can you do? Like, what's the answer to this in 3 minutes or 5 minutes? And to parents, I would say a couple of things. First of all, have the hard conversations with your kids. When your kids are starting to become teenagers, talk with them about their sexuality. Talk with your sons about masturbation and pornography. Like, don't leave those topics on the table because they will find out about them. Rather, you talk with them and you get to shape how they think about that subject than their friend or popular media telling them about a subject, and then that friend or popular media shapes how your kid's going to think about sexuality. Have those hard conversations, and you will save them a world of pain and addiction. To young men and young women who are homeschooled who may be struggling with pornography, or just to anyone who's struggling with pornography, talk with someone else about it. Get it out. If it's a secret, it's only going to hurt you worse. As soon as you get it out to someone, as soon as you get it out to your parents, to a friend, it immediately releases the power that pornography has over you. You can begin to take steps towards finding resources to quitting. Get a good internet filter. Only use the computer in open spaces. Restrict the times that you do go on your computer. All of those things are resources that you can find and use to beating pornography. You're not alone, okay? There's other people in this fight. Find them and talk to them. And especially parents and kids, talk with each other about this issue, and your family will benefit because of it.